You have a course, but you want to scale it. So the question is how? The more spend, the more the margin goes down. A system where we can recoup the advertising spend as soon as possible.
So great to see.
For every €1 we put in, on average, we want to make back €1. That's it.
Wow, this is really great. Thank you. You don't have to sit on social media and content every day.
Traditional way of doing things, and why we don't do it that way. Sending it over.
Yeah.
This is good. Most course creators don't have a course problem. They have a scaling problem. They already have knowledge, they already have a transformation. Some of them already have clients, testimonials, and a program that works. But then they hit the ceiling. Organic content becomes exhausting, podcasts take time, and networking only scales as far as your calendar allows. And eventually, everyone starts looking at ads. But you know, ads introduce a completely different problem, which is risk. Because the moment you start running ads, you have to spend money before you know if you're going to get back money. So if you send cold traffic directly to your main course, every click is going to attack your margin. So in this episode, I'm sitting down with Cathrin and Filippa. They already have a course and they already have something valuable, but now we need to build a system around it. So we're going to take one piece from their course. We're going to turn that into a digital product and create the free lead magnet, build the funnel, and design the first version of what I like to call self-financing ads. So this is not theory. This is what actually it looks like when you turn expertise into a scalable online business. So let's go. How are you guys doing today?
I'm great.
Yeah, it's lovely to be here. Thank you.
Tell us briefly about you. Who are you and what do you do?
I have been working as a principal in many years, and I wanted to get a more free life and not be so stressed, and be able to travel the world with my spouse. I found you, and I thought this would be a easier way to go.
That's great. And what about you, Cathrin?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit more of myself. I have been an entrepreneur for the most of my life, and I love to create win-win situations for helping people create more freedom in their life. Over the years, I have worked with education, coaching, leadership, and different business opportunities. And I am really passionate about helping people to grow, both personally and financially. So also create plan B in their lives. And I have done different education. And then we meet you in MentorMind, and now we create a next level on our courses. It's lovely.
Hey, super fun. So first of all, ever since we got in contact the first time, I really like your energy. Like you can really sense this like feel you want to help other people. And I think that's the core of everything to make it work. So tell me now, what does the next level mean for you? Because we're going to do something very practical today. We're going to work on your business. We're going to make sure to get closer to the next level. So what does the next level mean for you? Can you just put some words on it? What is the next level for you?
To have like an upsell or downsell to our course, like a mini product.
Yeah. Why?
To be able to get more profit or
exactly to scale it, to scale your existing offer.
Yeah, we want to make AI more easy, practical, and easier to understand. So we focus on real life and real business situations, not complicated tech language or something.
I think that's such an important thing, to make it just like easy, accessible, and make it easy for people to start. Let's have a look at that, because now you already, for the background, you already have an existing course. You have a course, but you want to scale it. So the question is how? I was thinking I'm going to share my screen and we kind of look at the old and normal traditional way of doing things and why we don't do it that way and what we should do instead. So here is where most online course businesses break. They take their main offer, put it on a sales page online, run ads to it, and hope that the numbers will work. And I mean, sometimes they do, at a small scale especially, but the more you increase the budget, the more expensive it usually becomes to acquire customers. And suddenly, the offer that looked profitable at one level becomes very fragile at the next level. So that is why ads feel risky for so many experts. It's not because ads don't work, it's because they don't have a system that protects the profit. So before we touch AI, before we build any products, before we create any pages, we have to solve the business model first. The most common way to run a business is that you have your business here, whatever that is. You have a course. Let's do the course here. This is the course. So you drive traffic through it on social media. You have Instagram, Facebook, or you have like ads. You run a lot of traffic to that page, and then you're hoping to make as much money as possible from that traffic. this is the idea, but the problem with this is the more spend, the more the margin goes down. In the beginning, when you start something, you put some money on ads, and then, I mean, you get traffic to your page, you get people to see this, only a certain percentage of these buy, and then that's good. So it's a way to get started, but then when you want to scale something, it costs more to acquire a customer. So that's kind of the downside. And the only two ways there is to actually scale something is that, I mean, either you pay with time and you do a lot of social media posting, or you pay with money. Okay. Time you will never get back. Money you will get back if you do it in a smart way. So whenever it comes to scaling a business, we need to pick the right model. So obviously the only way to scale something is to use money. We need to use money. In other words, we need to use ads. So the question is, how can we create a system that actually, you know, makes it possible for us to grow the budget? That's the key here. So if we do a new page, what we basically want to do instead is that we want to create a system where we can recoup the advertising spend as soon as possible. Instead of the traditional way, we want to do it in a couple steps. If the idea is to sell your main offer, then you will always have to sacrifice part of the sale to cover for marketing. And you don't want to do that. So the way I like to look at businesses is that we basically have 3 levels. The concept I'm using here is called the value ladder. And the idea is simple. A stranger is usually not ready to buy your complete transformation on the first click. So instead of asking them to jump straight into the full course, we create steps. So the first step gives clarity, the second step gives them a practical win, and the third step gives the full transformation. So this is how you turn a course into a business system. You stop thinking like, how do I sell my course to everyone? And instead you start thinking like, what is the natural journey someone needs to go through before they are ready for the full offer, right? So that is the difference between selling information and building a business. And on the highest level, this is like your course, the one you worked hard for, the one you built, you've optimized and everything. This includes, I mean, solutions to all the problems your customer have. Okay? So this is like, you have a lot of solutions. And it's obviously like, it costs a lot of money and it is massive value. So that's what you built so far. But in order to scale this, it's not going to be enough to just run traffic to that page, because then it will be more expensive to acquire the customers the more money you put on ads. So what we want to do instead is what I call unboxing. We want to unbox the offer. So if this is this is the box of everything. Now we want to pull out some parts from there to create a ladder, to make the steps easy for the customers to get in contact with you, and then eventually qualify themselves so that they end up here in this most high value offer. So this is the highest level, which is done for you level, as we call it. It's typically courses, programs that really deliver, you know, not just the framework, but also help to implement it. And if I understood right, that's how you currently do it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you explain more about that process? Like you have the course, do you have some live workshops? Do you have some resources? How do you currently structure it?
Yeah, we have the course, and then we have every week we have live sessions with the group. And in the course we have video, we have different exercises to do, and they can look at each other if they share something. So we have, a little bit about these types.
Exactly. So it's a course, it's live workshops, it's community. So community to get help from other people as well. The live workshops to get to ask you questions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get ongoing help. And this is the best way to build it, because then not only they understand what to do, but they also get help to implement it into their life and to customize it to some degree. Of course, you could go further this and create like new levels where you really go and hold them by the hand more and more. But to as a starting point, like you have an asset that is already working and selling and giving customers results. That is our highest level of value. So next up, what we need is to get more people to this level. We need more people here. So the way we do it is that we're going to fill out the value ladder. If that's the done for you step, then there's 2 steps prior to that. And the second one is to do it with me. And then the first one is do it yourself. So if you kind of look at it the other way around, it's basically that information here is something that people do on their own. That's like info. It's just information, no help how to implement it. Then they can get some sort of help to actually implement the information to understand what to do with it, but it's only at the last step where we actually customize it. So customize it. And that's currently what you're doing. And that's why you're getting so great results. People love the stuff. We discussed about this earlier, that your clients actually, you know, they enjoy what they get, and they learn stuff and give great reviews. So that's where we want to be. That's where we create the value, and that's the core of the business. So now we need to pull out some parts to create these steps out of your existing resources. So the idea here is that we're going to take, let's say we're going to do another color. We're going to take something that you already have inside of your course, and then we're going to create the standalone product from that, so that we can help people to achieve the results. So that could be like a module, or it could be like maybe the first module, or maybe the second, or something like that. That's one thing. And then maybe we find a list or something inside of the course that could become like a freebie that we could have here on the front end. It could be kind of an ebook or guide or something. So this is what I'm thinking, and I call this the value ladder. This is something I initially learned from Russell Brunson. But it's something we've implemented in our business and all the products, and why basically you can help more people, you can scale and stuff. So now we start looking for the product. But this is where you have to be very careful, because the goal is not to create a random ebook. The goal is to find one painful, very specific problem that already exists inside that main course. So a good front-end product should do three things. It should be easy to understand, it should give the customer a real win, and it should make sure that, you know, the next step feels natural. So if the product is too small, nobody values it. If the product gives away, you know, the whole transformation, the main offer becomes weaker. So what I'm looking for here is the sweet spot. So one specific problem, one practical solution, and one clear step toward that bigger transformation. So what I would like to do, can we have a look at your outline for the actual course?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we can understand what problems you solve. So this is kind of the whole thing. So I'm thinking, what could we take from here now, from this? Now we see the modules. We have 4 modules, kind of the outline.
Yeah, we have so much lovely things here. So how can we choose something?
Yeah, that's good. And I think that the way we need to approach this is that now that we look at kind of everything that you have inside of the course, we need to think, what is one problem that basically is stopping people from getting into the course? What is one thing they need to understand before they make the decision to join? Or let me put it this way. What is like one foundational thing that you cover in the course that everybody, you know, they feel huge relief when they learn that in the beginning of their journey?
How to get the information in ChatGPT and how to get good answers.
Okay, so how to
do
get
the profile, yeah.
Okay. So what would you say their main problem is?
It's very general, the answers. They don't like the answers.
Okay. They feel that it's too generic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wrong many times also. They hallucinate.
Yeah. So would it basically be, I'm thinking like, if you want to be really good at it, you want to become great at AI, and you want to basically master it in your work. So a main thing they have is that when they use AI, it feels like it's somebody else writing, not them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think many people can feel that.
Yeah.
I've definitely felt that. This is the moment where the product starts to reveal itself. A beginner does not usually say, I need an AI implementation framework. They say something much more simple. You know, ChatGPT gives me generic answers. It doesn't sound like me. I tried it, but then I don't like the output. That language is gold. Because a great digital product is not built around what the expert wants to teach. It's built around the problem, you know, the customer already knows they have. So when Cathrin and Filippa explain that their audience struggles with AI sounding generic, that gives us the angle. So not like learn everything about AI, that's too broad. I mean, the first product becomes much sharper. How to set up AI so it sounds more like you. The question is like, how can we help them with just kind of a tiny, can we pull out that part from here and create that as a standalone resource? Because logically, if that is something they could buy for, let's say, 40 or 50 euros, or, you know, something like that, which would be about 500 Swedish crowns, then that would basically be a first step in their journey. Now they understand how to get AI to sound like themselves. So could it basically be kind of a list of things that you would need to tell AI before you start working with it?
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
And also adjust the profile. So how it should answer to you and who you are, so it gets more information about you and your style of writing and so on.
Yeah. Do you cover this in any of the videos you have?
Yeah. The first model, I thought.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's see. So this is how you train AI to understand you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes.
And a task so they can do right after.
Exactly. So let's do it. If we take that. Yes. And then the video you have, which is this one.
Yeah.
Basically, what is this doing? Is this taking them through that process of how they do it, or just explaining it?
Just explaining it.
Just explaining it, yeah. So what I think they would need is that they would basically need to see an example before and after.
Yeah.
So we need to find one.
We have one too.
You have that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, this one is really good. Yeah.
This is a really important thing, because when people get this one, they really understand why they don't before have so many good answers, because they haven't do it on the right way.
Yeah, I think this is actually a better angle to how to make ChatGPT more personal and useful for you.
Yeah, I think so. This is
okay, but the idea is here now that we basically pull out this lesson here seems to be a really good one. So it's module 1, lesson number 8, because it helps you to create your own AI profile. Yes. So this is something now that we need to create an ebook from this. So from this, and you have the video, right, where you explain it.
Yeah.
This one, number 8.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. So then what we do, this is 6 minutes. Okay, this is really good. You actually walk through the whole thing. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Okay, exactly what we need. So you walk through an example on screen. This was exactly what I was looking for, because that's the definition of a do it with me offer.
Yeah.
Which is like you share a tutorial. So I like that second step to be like tutorials, where you basically, you share the process once, like one practical thing, not the whole course, not everything, but one thing. And once you've done this, now you can get better answers from AI, but you still don't know how to use it in every level in your business, right? So then you need to buy the next. So we solve a sub problem that is annoying them. They feel like AI is just sounding like somebody else, but now with this, it can sound like them. And now they're open to working. Really good. Great. It's now downloading. Perfect. So what we do now is that I want to know exactly what Filippa says. So since we're going to create now an ebook from this, we need to know what you say. So we're going to transcribe that whole video. And for transcriptions, I currently use Descript. This is where AI becomes leverage. They already have the knowledge. They already have the lesson. They already have the explanation. So we don't need to sit for 3 weeks writing an ebook from scratch. I mean, we take the existing video, we transcribe it, we give the transcription to AI, and we use it to create the first version of that product. But notice something very important here. AI is not replacing the expertise. AI is packaging the expertise. That's the difference. So the value still comes from Cathrin and Filippa's knowledge, their method, their examples, and their understanding of the customer. So AI just helps us to move faster. And that speed matters, because in business, the first version is not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be good enough to test. I want to know exactly what it is that you say in this one. So we need the transcript of what you say in the tutorial video, because now we're going to put our AI model to work and basically work with that transcript to create this ebook and guide.
Wow, great.
Yes, perfect. So that's actually what it is. So let's see. Perfect. So this now, it transcribed the whole thing, and this is obviously, I mean, it's in Swedish, but we're going to do this in English now. So I'm going to transcribe this. And next up, I want to go for any kind of like PDF work. I prefer Claude. So I think Claude is better, because Claude can actually create those final PDFs.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. And now I'm going to open up, let's see, because I have some.
Yeah, we can see it.
Perfect. So now what we want to tell Claude here is that we are going to create a PDF from a video transcript. I want this PDF to solve one of the major problems people have when starting to use AI in their work, right? Which is to avoid generic answers and instead get the answers to sound like you. Okay. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then I give context. I give AI context basically that we're going to use this PDF in a funnel where it serves as the payback product. Now my AI obviously understands what the payback product means because it's the concept that I've taught it. So payback product to cover marketing spend and recoup advertising costs, but most importantly, create the buyers for our main offer, which is the AI. Let's call it AI Smart in English as well, right? AI course where they learn. How would you say in a couple of words what it is that they learn in the full course?
They learn to use AI both for work and for everyday life to spare time and be more creative and set goals and reach goals.
Yes. So this PDF needs to build trust and give them what I call the absolute most important part is to give them a clear and tangible win. Clear and tangible win in their so-called AI journey. Okay. So the PDF should be easy to consume and comprehensive enough to charge about 47 euros. Yes. So let's start with this, and then basically what I do here is that I take this, we put that in here, and then obviously what we're gonna do is that we're gonna sell this PDF along with the video, so they also get the video.
Yeah.
So now let's do it like that. So we send it. So we don't want this mid offer to be kind of a mini course. We more want it to feel like a workshop, a recorded workshop where we cover one topic, we go into that, and it should be like one long video. So not many different videos that feels like a course, because the course is what you sell later on. So this needs to be a one piece, but also with a PDF. So the product we're creating here has a specific job. It's not just an ebook, it's not just a small course, it is what I call a payback product. So the purpose of this product is to sit between the free content and the main offer. It gives the customer a real result, but it also helps the business owner and you to recover advertising costs. So that is important, because if you can spend money on ads, collect leads, and then immediately make back part of that ad spend through a low ticket product, the whole game changes, right? Because you're no longer just buying traffic, you're building an asset. You're growing the email list, you're creating buyers, and you're doing it without sacrificing the profit from the main offer. And that's key. Then the question is that since this is what we sell, the question is that what are we gonna do as the free offer? But we'll get there. We'll start with this one. Something that we didn't add here yet is that we just took the transcript, so it's basically just using exactly what Filippa is saying in the video. But next up, what we're gonna do is that we're also gonna check in and see the Word file that you had. So we're gonna add that in, and I'm adding it now. You see, can paste in. This is like, now it's here. This is the one I pasted from your Word file, like that. So once we get the draft here, we're gonna say that these are the ideas that we had for the lesson.
Shall we do like a book? I only talk about ChatGPT, but should it be like general or?
I think that's basically now if we kind of reverse engineer this process, like this, if you sell this for 47, it's going to be an easier sell than your AI course, right?
Yeah.
What does the AI course cost if we say in Swedish crowns right now?
25.
Yeah. So it's about 300, 350 euros, something like that.
300, yeah.
So 300 euros for a course. I mean, to sell something for 47, that's obviously going to be a way easier sale to sell. So when we start with that, we are going to validate that, okay, you have information that is valuable. They get a win, something tangible. They know how to set up AI to sound like you. That's for sure a really good win. And then the next step is obviously that they can learn and master AI more. And now we actually get to what Filippa asked is actually the most logical question now. Should we include more tools? Should we like something like that? And what I think is that if somebody's on a journey to, master AI, they want to learn and how to implement AI, wouldn't the really good first thing be to compare different AI models right now for different tasks?
We have a video of that too.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
I think to train AI to sound like you, but you do it like in different ways in Claude and in ChatGPT and in Gemini and in
That's like how you sell. That's what you should use to sell in, because when they buy for 47 and you learn how to set up ChatGPT and then you realize that, oh crap, I need to use Claude, everything. You learn all of that in the main course. So that's a logical sales pitch for the next one. So let's add that in. Let's go to Claude and then we say that again. So you say towards the end of this ebook, you need to use every step in the value ladder to sell the next one. So even though they bought this for 47, you're going to use the last part of that to sell them on the next step in the ladder.
So many use Copilot and so on. So
towards the end of the ebook, we need to introduce the idea that the full course, right? I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So then we need to have that, but let's wait a bit we still have this whole like PD Word file that you had. So we're gonna wait for this to create the first version. Then we add in the ideas here that we're also gonna sell them to watch the webinar for your course.
Yeah.
So there should be a call to action like that. So the CTA, and we can create that link of course as well. But let's keep it.
But I have it here.
Okay, but then you can send it to me.
Yeah, I do it here in the chat now.
And then in the step before this, they can have like a gift how to choose which of the large language models they should have.
In the main course, they choose that.
Yeah, but it could be a gift before this gift, like the freebie.
Yeah. I'm thinking that the freebie could be just, kind of a checklist or diagram of, I mean, if you want to do this type of product, then you should use like brainstorming, use ChatGPT. If you want to use Claude, use that for this. I think there is like, what is it called? Let's see if I can find that. Let's see. Dan Martell has a video that went pretty viral about comparing.
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of them.
So he has a lot of that.
Yeah.
I think you have, let's see if I can find that. Ranking the most AI tools. It's like a video like this that went pretty viral. And I think that's why it could be a good one. Let's see if I can share my screen for
Book LM. 5. Gemini.
I can use Notebook LM to get a lot of what I need out of Gemini. 4.
ChatGPT.
I'm going 6.
Nano.
See, brainstorming.
For brainstorming. Horrible. Better. Best. For research, this is bad. This is good. This one's great. For coding, this is bad. This is good, but this is great.
I think this is the one. Look at that. It's 2.6 million views.
Yeah.
For this one. I just happened to see it some time back, so I remembered it. But look at the other videos. 2.6 compared to all the different ones. I think this is a topic that you could create something similar. Obviously, don't copy. So look at what he's doing, and he's basically comparing different AI models. And I think that's such a sexy topic, like for AI nerds or people who want to learn AI. Like, what am I going to use for what?
Yeah.
So if you use the wrong, it's like if you brainstorm with this tool and not this one, you're like brainstorming your brainstorming sucks. So
Yeah.
I think that type of ads could work really well. So we're definitely going to do something like that. So that way, let's look at it this way. If we go back to the value ladder, if we take the value ladder like this, and we think that the first point of contact would be to compare different AI models. So let's do here. Compare different AI models for different use, right? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So that's the first step. And once you've done that, then learn how to set up ChatGPT to sound like you. Obviously, that's just one of the things. So ChatGPT solves certain problems. What do you currently use ChatGPT for?
Talk
Like-
with it. I record everything.
Kind of document
Yeah.
things you do?
Yeah.
The most I use is the microphone. I go and talk with it all days, everything, because that's ChatGPT's strongest for me.
Yeah. Great. So then basically this one is now that you tell them for different AI models for different use. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you basically we need to think about that, like, is ChatGPT actually the right one here? I think that we shouldn't actually talk about ChatGPT in that one. We should talk about more general. What to think of when setting up an AI? Like, what information should you give it to? But then the advanced level is obviously, for that specific, to customize that specific AI tool. So I think that for this value ladder, we should compare different AI models. And then we say that the number one, to unlock the real potential of a tool is to set it up the right way. And in this mini course, in this offer right here, you learn how to set up the tools. But then you only learn that to a certain degree, because then, as you said, Filippa, you need to customize each tool in a specific way. I think this is the core idea, because then that's why you want to buy the last offer here, which is like learn how to maximize your potential in all different AI areas, right? To become AI smart.
Yeah. But we noticed that for the most people, ChatGPT is a good one to start with.
Yeah.
It's an easy one, and people get like happy from it to use it.
Yeah.
So therefore, we always started with ChatGPT to learn the basics and the structure, how to structure and find all the threads, and after that, then we introduce more of them.
I think that's, and I get why you do that, but there's one thing here to think of, and it's that if you compare different AI models in this first free course, and then they realize that they don't want to use ChatGPT, they want to use Claude, and then your next offer is only focused on ChatGPT, what's going to happen? They're going to feel like, that's not for me.
Yeah.
That's why I thought about it when you say the first one, different AI models as a start. I thought that was my first thought. How can we have that for start, and then we just sell ChatGPT? We need to switch for another one for Freebie, or change the other one.
Yeah, and I think this is the best one to start with, because there's obviously, people who wanna start with AI. They've heard about ChatGPT, they've heard about Claude, they've heard about Gemini. So it's like with all these, we could basically take whatever topic. It could be fitness. You heard about CrossFit, about like boxing, running. Like, you need to get fit. What am I gonna pick? So it's like,
but also, Victor, people say to us, but don't you talk about so many different now? I can't choose. I want to wait. It's too much for me. I don't want to do anything right now, because now I get confused. Now we have talked about so many things, and I'm new. That's also a thing we have with the beginners.
The way I would position that on a sales page or on a landing page for a free offer is that I feel you. There's like this noise about all these tools. So we made one checklist that tells you what tool to use for what specific task. Isn't that clarifying the noise?
Yeah, it's clarifying.
Yeah.
of course, if you do like this, but
Yeah.
But we like use ChatGPT for everything that he said. We think it's great for brainstorming and everything. So
on
Okay.
different level, when you come up to the next, for example, when I create a book,
Yeah.
then I don't use ChatGPT,
Mm.
for example. But in the basic beginner, you can do a lot of things with that. And people say, I can't have 3 different login. They get confused, the new one. But
No, that's good. That's good. I hear what you mean. And this is like you are the experts in your business. You know these people that you're talking to. It's different. The ones that Dan Martell is talking to are probably different than your audience. And that's a
yeah,
good sign.
yeah,
So now, thank you for that information, because based
yeah,
on that, the way we need to structure the first offer is not based on, you know, what tool for what purpose, but what level of AI knowledge do you have? Are you a
yeah,
beginner? Then you manage to go with ChatGPT. And then
yeah,
you basically, like 90% of the people you advertise to will feel like, okay, I'm a beginner. ChatGPT is enough.
yeah,
They will feel a
Yeah.
relief, right?
yeah,
So then when they get to the next step, they feel like, okay, now I see they are actually selling a guide on how to
yeah,
set up AI. The only question I have is that if the main problem we're solving in the beginning is to make AI sound more like you and not generic, is that something that beginners actually feel? I just want to challenge you a bit on that one.
yeah,
because most people have like used ChatGPT or Gemini like Google. They have asked a question, or they have tried to like post something on social media, and they don't like the answers.
Mm,
They don't use it. It's like, no, I don't like the way it writes or something. And that's the most common thing, I think. So we train them to start to train AI to be like them, and when they can that, then we learn to use Perplexity for facta, or use Claude for more advanced writing and so on. But then they are already warm to talk to AI. They're more warm.
exactly. Makes sense. I think that path is probably going to fit your audience better.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the first one could definitely be, it could still be like a guide on you know, telling what the tools are, but then basically telling them that you can start with ChatGPT. It's going to be solve most of your problems.
and for those who wants to start with Copilot, it's very similar. So they can do like almost the same things in Copilot that we teach in Claude, but we choose one of them.
not Claude in ChatGPT.
No, but ChatGPT or Copilot
Yeah,
are very similar.
Yeah.
So they can do most of the things in another, also if they want another one.
Mm. Yeah.
But
but on, I think, for example, 30 customer we have in AI Smart, one use Copilot, the rest has nothing or ChatGPT.
Yeah. But then let's do that, because we need to just pick one stream. One you can do
Yeah.
it's like with training and everything you do, you can pick so many different types of, I mean, you're gonna do like functional training, you're gonna do this and that. Pick one, make it clear, and just tell them that this is a good start. So because you don't need to serve everyone, and you can be upfront about that. If you are advanced with AI, this is probably not going to be for you, but we want to help you
basic course, yeah.
exactly. So for basics, we don't need Perplexity or Claude creating like HTML file websites with Claude.
No,
You don't need that. You
no.
don't need to create processes or
They just want to get a like training program or a guide to go with a van to take them around the world or something.
I still think that they have a lot of these thoughts, like all these different tools that are out there. So if your freebie is a list of the tools, and then basically doing levels, like if you're a beginner, what do you need? And there's basically a ChatGPT. Once you use ChatGPT and you're intermediate, then you add in like Claude or Perplexity or something. And then when you get further on, you need to have like a stack of things.
Yeah.
So if they get that list, we help them to figure out like what tool to focus on.
Yeah.
Which is ChatGPT for most of your audience, because they are beginners.
Yeah.
And then on the next page, they will basically see that you offer kind of an installation guide of how to set up the tool.
Yeah.
Okay. It feels like, okay, of course, no-brainer offer. 47 to probably spend like each answer that you get is going to be like 10 times better because of it. So
Yeah.
great. And then after that, they can become AI smart and learn everything, learn all the different tools and become better, not just be beginners, but then learn the other tools as well.
Yeah.
Now I think the customer journey starts to make sense.
Yeah.
Great. And meanwhile, we've actually gotten the first version of our PDF. So let's share screen and have a look at what Claude did for us. Yes. So let's see. Do you talk about AI twin? Is that have you talked about the AI twin?
No.
Okay. Let's see. But AI that sounds like you.
Yeah.
That's a good hook. So let's see. And then we need to change. Now we think that I create.
Yeah.
So we do a couple of changes, obviously. But now you see that, okay, here's like the ebook they bought. It is kind of like an installation guide. We need to make it feel, maybe easier. Let's see if it updated. Let's see. I added in here while you were talking, I added in like the Word file and everything. So let's see now. This is based on what you had inside of your course. We pulled out one part from your course and we created this. We used Claude here to create a PDF out of that module 1, video 8, lesson 8.
Yeah.
So let's see. This is what you're going to get. This is like an introduction. Let's see. Yeah, kind of why AI sounds generic, the reasons for it. Look at that. The friction between you and AI is not a technical problem. It's a profile problem. Colleague, not a tool. Use it. But this is like how you want to treat it.
Yeah.
And then you change like what is the difference without and with. Perfect. This was exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Great. The right mindset. But look at this. I mean, it looks like
Good.
like really good already.
Mm-hmm.
So ChatGPT, 5 separate things to personalize. Personality, instructions about you, memory, and project. Is that right?
Yeah.
Great. And then it goes, like, what order should you work in?
Yeah.
Personality. Yes, and then examples.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah. Could you see somebody paying 47 euros for this information?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that out of laziness, when I started to use ChatGPT, when it came out, I probably didn't do anything. Like I didn't give it any context for months. And of course, nobody really knew what to do back then. But if I look back, if I would have paid 47 euros to get it set up the right way, I would probably saved a lot of time and gotten better answers.
Yeah.
Now it's developed so fast, Office, of course, a lot has changed. But just thinking about somebody who don't understand that compared to somebody who does, it's a huge difference what they get out of the same tool.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the memory, this is really good. So this is quite a comprehensive. Yeah, and then the interview prompt, perfect. You talked about that in the video, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. A quick start guide, 30 minutes what to do.
That's perfect.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's still updating something. Let's see what it does. 33 pages now. It's still, still working. This is really, really powerful. Let's see, let's scroll back. Let's see if I gave it the prompt here to add the call to action to watch the webinar. Let's see if we get that in here. Ready prompts that you can use. Where to go from here? Your next step. Perfect. We just need to change the name here. But I think this, of course, you can work with this. The great about we can open this in Drive. We can download it. Now we have it as a PDF. I typically like to download these PDFs and then edit them in Canva, because Canva is really good at reading PDFs.
Yeah.
So that's what we could do. But let's have it load a bit more. Great. And then I think we could actually, what if we explain the idea that we want another PDF, which is like a one-pager, that explains or visualize this thing of, you know, having the AI to basically, no, comparing the different levels. Are you a beginner? Use this, and all things you can do with ChatGPT, and then kind of sell them on the idea why they need to do the other.
Yeah. And also something that we can put online or social media, so people want this freebie.
Let's see.
The most of our the people we talk to, they say, "Oh, but I have ChatGPT, but I don't think it's so good, or Gemini or something, so I don't use it so much because you can see that it's right from AI." Then we try to explain for them if you do it right from the beginning, and we can help you. So this is going to be an amazing to show them that they can buy this cheap thing and get everything.
Yeah. Great. It looks like the first version now is ready. Let's see. I'm gonna share again. Yeah, this one is now ready. So updated version, 33 pages like that. So this looks good. So that is and there's the link. Perfect. The rebrand.ly. ly. Yes. So that's good. So we need to change obviously the names. I mean, I'm gonna tell it to do that. And this is like,
can it like write a selling email or something?
Yeah, we can do all of that with it. And I mean, we can just work layer after
do
layer.
that later. Yeah.
But to keep like to reach the goal of the value ladder, we have the course. Now we basically have this guide here. So the only thing that you need to do on top of this to create the middle step of the funnel here is to create a video where you share the process and in English. Now you have the one in Swedish, which could work. I mean, as it is, but along with this guide, it's going to create a really good offer. That's going to be worth the money for people who pay 47 euros for it. So that one is now created. And of course we can then, based on feedback, we're going to ask people when they pay 47 for it, we're going to ask them, did you feel like you got enough out of it? And if not, we ask them, what were you missing? And then we can add in more things and refine and make it better. That's how the framework should be. Like you improve based on feedback.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. So now what I think is that I'm actually going to do the lazy version. So let's tell Claude about our idea to create the first PDF, because now we need a simple checklist, right? So I'm going to open up the chat here. Let's see. Yes. So let's do a message to Claude about that. At this point, we have the paid product, but now we need the free entry point. And this is where most people make a huge mistake, because they try to make the freebie impressive. But a good freebie does not need to be impressive. It needs to create clarity. You know, for the audience, the first problem is overwhelm. So, especially in this case, we have ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot, Perplexity, Canva. So there are too many tools, too many opinions, too many people saying different things. So the freebie should not teach everything. It should help the beginner answer one question, like, where do I start? And once we solve that question, the next step becomes obvious. I mean, if ChatGPT is the right starting point, then the next problem is like, how do I set it up properly? So, and that leads us directly into the paid product. Okay, so now that we have the PDF, we need to create another PDF, which is going to be the freebie leading to the sales page that sells this more comprehensive PDF. The first one, the freebie, should be kind of a checklist showing different AI tools for different levels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that one, we want it to be kind of a checklist or a guide to show that if you're a beginner, then you should use just ChatGPT. Can you fill in what things can you do with ChatGPT as a beginner?
Like training programs, or you can do social media, text, and you can do
travel guide.
Yeah, travel guide, recipes, and everyday life. Can spare a lot of time, write emails and so on.
Great.
Talk with it.
So let's create the first layer of this guide, so that beginners feel like the only thing they need is ChatGPT to create kind of
basics.
Basics.
Yeah.
And then eventually when they get familiar to use AI in their everyday life or business, then they can dive into Claude.
Yeah.
How do you prioritize them? If you tell me, we get that here.
We try to Copilot and Perplexity, and then Claude.
Is that kind of the next level?
Yeah, and then Canva also, the next level after that.
Is there another level after that?
After Canva,
Or is it combining the different tools?
yeah, combining them.
Yeah.
We used to start with Perplexity because the facts is really good there. And then after that, text writing with Claude. And then Canva or other AI tools that makes films or pictures and so on.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So create this guide based on 3 levels, where the first level is basic, just to create fast draft, get fast
Text and
get problem solved fast, and get kind of a really good basic version of that thing solved. It could be texts, emails, newsletters,
problems only like IT support.
Yeah.
yeah, kind of like support level questions.
Yeah.
And then the next level should be more problems that demand more analyze to gather more data,
Data search, research,
input.
and so on.
Yeah. And this whole checklist or guide should actually also show them what is needed from you. So one side of it shows like what you need for ChatGPT, and the basic level is basically nothing. You need to tell the problem, and then you get the solution fast.
Yeah.
And then for the next level, you need to give it more data. You need to give it more data, more comprehensive prompts, more context, more background, everything.
Yeah.
For the next level, and that could be like work with Claude to create PDFs with Claude, or create websites with Claude. And then the last layer of this whole thing would be to combine different tools, combine different AI tools, and have them work together.
Yeah.
Okay. So create a guide like that we could use as a kind of a one-pager PDF checklist that people can download to get clarity on how to use AI tools for themselves, or where to focus when they're beginners. We want to target this at beginners and kind of show them that for you, ChatGPT is enough to start out. Create that PDF.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that was a long prompt. That's good. So now I'm sending it over.
Yeah.
So we get it in the chat, and let's see what we get. So I think we create all of this now in Swedish, because you had the initial material in Swedish, and then we can just translate them later on if we want to do them in English.
Yeah.
But for now it makes sense. Let's see to have. We're gonna it's gonna load for some time. We have these 3 levels. So we have your main course here.
Yeah.
Now we have basically the implementation step here, which is the installation guide. So this is just like, this is the paid guide. The guide.
Yeah.
Like that. And then we have the freebie, which is kind of a checklist. So I do checklist here. Checklist. At this point, we have the pieces. We have a free checklist, we have the paid implementation product, and of course the main AI course. But pieces are not a business. The funnel is what connects them. And the free checklist, I mean, it's supposed to attract the right people. The paid product gives them a real win and helps us to recover ad spend. And then the email sequence, what happens after that, continues the relationship so that the webinar, the sales event, the main sales event, can sell the full transformation. So this is where the model becomes scalable. Because now we're not relying on one sales page to do everything. We're building a customer journey. And when the journey makes sense, I mean, the business becomes much easier to scale. The checklist gives them an understanding that, okay, ChatGPT is good enough. I'm going to forget about the other tools for now. And then they get to the next page where we show them how to set up ChatGPT to get the most out of everything that you do. Makes sense. Then when you do that, you try a couple of things with AI, with ChatGPT. You get excited because you get, I mean, really good results. Most people get excited when they start using AI initially.
Yeah.
And then that leads them to then obviously buying the main course to learn, to unlock the full potential and learn everything about it.
Yeah.
So that's like the key. So let's see that we have because now what we're going to do is that, we need to present all of these on a separate page. So we need to take the main course that you already have, I mean, you have a sales page for that, right? This one.
Yeah.
You have a page for it, but we also need to create now a page for the 47.
Yeah.
47 offer as well as for the free guide. So now we kind of get to the whole strategy here, because now that we have the checklist on the first page, which is going to be, let's do like kind of a checklist book. This is like an ebook. People are going to be able to opt in here, fill in their email address, and then pay for it. No, sorry, download it for free. They fill in their email address so they can download it. On this one, where we present the guide, let's see, maybe we do kind of a, let's see, laptop. I'm pretty good at drawing these laptops. Let's see, that's like you explaining something on the laptop. So that's kind of the guide. And then they pay, let's say 47. That's what we aim for. We can play around with the price a bit, depending on feedback. But let's do 47. Now they can click here to buy it. Right. Click here to buy. You with me?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you have your main webinar here, which is like the two of you here on the webinar selling your 300 euro course. And then people can buy. So this one is already, I mean, this is check. We have that. We don't have this one yet, and we don't have this one. So we're going to create these two. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But we're going to do that based on the actual, I mean, having the actual product. So now that we create this page, we get a sales page so people can buy that one. We get a free page so people can download this one. But next up, what we're going to do is that we're going to make sure that this actually works as a marketing for your business. So we're going to drive traffic here, because is it easier or harder to get somebody to say yes to a free offer than a paid one? Easier. So this way we're going to build a list. We're going to get a bunch of people here. We have all these people here that basically download that free thing. They download the free thing and they get on our email list like this. And obviously, I mean, the first thing that we have in the email is that we have the actual PDF checklist, right? So they get it. That's where it is. It is in the email. Click here and open it. That's it. We deliver it. But then we start sending emails to them, which basically reminds them about the next step in their journey. So the first couple emails should definitely show them the same thing that they see right after they opt in, which is this page.
Yeah.
So we give them this free offer now, and they feel like, okay, I'm going to check which tool to use. And then hopefully they feel like, okay, great, I'm going to use ChatGPT. But then on the next page, we give them the next problem. We solved one problem, which is which AI tool to focus on. The next problem is like, okay, how am I going to use it? And then you have this installation guide for 47. So how to get the most out of ChatGPT, which you obviously already decided to use. And we sell it here. We do the same in the first couple emails that go out, that we remind them that now that you opted in and got this free checklist, make sure to check out our installation guide. You can get that for just 47. Okay? That's kind of, for a 47 euro offer, this is basically what happens between, I mean, day 1 and day 3. It's a couple days that you remind them about that. But then after this, let's see, after this, we need to get these people on a new sequence, which is basically introducing them next offer, which is to join your webinar, where they basically can buy the whole thing.
Yeah.
So this is how we funnel them through this whole thing. So they first of all download something here, then they get on a list, they actually get the thing they downloaded right here, but they get a couple emails so that we can get some more sales of this 47 offer, because that's anyway what they see right after they download. But we remind them a couple times, and when we remind them, they are more likely to buy that. And then eventually, at some point after not being too annoying, we funnel them into the backend here, which is to actually see the main offer and buy your main course. A lot of these people who bought this 47 offer here, let's do them in maybe yellow, these ones here, who bought the 47 offer, are obviously, I mean, they're going to be super excited to get on the webinar. So they are more likely going to convert. So that's why we want as many people as possible out of these who get the freebie to also get this one, because this will create the buyers for your main offer. If they get this PDF and the Filippa video that we just looked at, they're more likely to actually buy on the webinar because they feel like they are already getting value from AI. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the question is, what makes this system so genius? It's the fact that right when we spend money on advertising here, we do some euros on we do like minus euros here on ads. It's like minus euros. It costs euros to get people to click on the link and get on the page. But right after they see that, we present them with an offer. And this money here, the sales from this one, we're going to use 100% of that sales to put back into ads.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's the idea. So for every €1 we put in, on average, we want to make back not hundreds or thousands. We want to make back €1. That's it. That's the goal. It's not harder than that. Minus €1 here is plus €1 here. So if we put in 100, we should make back just over 2 sales on average.
Yeah.
So for €96, we should make 2 sales on ads.
Yeah. This is so great to see.
94.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is the whole engine behind the whole concept. I call it self-financing ads. And the idea is not that every front-end product needs to make you rich. The idea is that the front-end product helps finance the growth. You know, if I spend €1 on ads and I can make €1 back through the Payback product, I have not just made a sale. I have bought attention for free. I have grown the email list. I have created a buyer. And I still have the main offer on the back end. So that is the breakthrough. Most creators think ads are risky because they expect the main offer to pay for everything. But when the funnel is built correctly, the front-end offer carries the risk, and the main offer, your main offer, becomes the profit center.
Clear and easy.
Yeah. So this is how we can create what I call this financing ads. Yeah. So it's like we get this system here where the sales from this one covers the cost. And then we get more and more people. So this is, I mean, how I built up a list of over 50,000 people by doing this over and over again, day after day. And now I have like a list here of over 50,000 people that I can present my webinar. I can just email them and tell them next webinar coming up. Yeah. And I know that that's like free money on that list. The list is your, most valuable asset.
Yeah.
Great. Claude did some work in the background. So let's have a look at what Claude did for
I have a question, Victor.
Please ask.
Yeah. For the people who bought this for 47 euro, they're super happy. They come on our webinar, and then we sell the course, and they're happy. And then we have this part in our course. They still pay the whole price. We don't do a special for them price because they have bought this first part.
No.
A small part. No, they just bought everything.
This is such a tiny part of the course.
Yeah, okay.
Just the tiny thing. And you're going to be upfront about that. It's also people who bought that previously, just be transparent about that. Tell them that, hey, by the way, if you bought that one, that's the kind of value we have in here. But as you see, it's like just 5% of the whole course.
Yeah.
So they're going to feel like more. It could also be something we could put on the sales page for the 47 euro offer, that this is actually part. This is a tiny part of our main course. So it's very valuable, but you can now get access to this here.
Yeah. Because now we have this price, 300 euro for our course, but this is the first time. We don't know for how long we're going to have this price. Yeah. But now it's 47 to 300. So it's a lot of different, of course.
Exactly. Look at this. Boom. Here it is. The simple AI guide. If you want to know where to start. So the AI ladder. Start here. So this is like ChatGPT. You give the problem in a sentence. Yeah. You get a fast, usable first version. You can write emails and messages, training programs, do like diet plans, meal plans, social media texts, travel guides. This is good.
Yeah. You're really awesome, Victor. Thank you for this show and everything.
Great. And then the next level to go deeper. So when ChatGPT is not enough. So Perplexity, Claude, and Canva, and then you give more context, more background, more data, and you can do like, fact-based research like Perplexity, longer text reports, Claude, simple websites. Actually, that's good. This is like stuff that I feel this is clear. I feel in a lot of the work that we do, this is true to a high degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think still it's a lot opinion based, like what to use for what. Some people like ChatGPT for one thing, other for like, think Gemini is better for that one, or Grok is better. So it's, everybody thinks different, but it's important that you as mentors and leaders of your community and your movement advise something that you believe in. So that's the thing. So, and then the level 3, combine and multiply. Perplexity, Claude, and Canva. Yes, this is great.
It's really, yeah, it's great. It's looking good.
So we download that one, the AI, that one, and then we do this one. Now we've created the two tools here, or the two resources for our value ladder, which means that we have all the offers. We have Freebie, we have the mid tier, the payback product, as I call it, and then we have the course.
Awesome.
This is good.
Oh, good.
In 1 hour.
So now we're gonna upload it. We need to put it inside of MentorMind. So that's what we're gonna do next. So can I log into your account?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see, info.
I'm sitting here quiet, but I'm super happy. It looks so good, and you do everything here with us. So
Let's see. Let's do like that.
yeah.
And then we do so. As I said, like if we kind of just go one step back, we look at the see, where do we have the, let's do the whiteboard we had here. So existing whiteboard, let's see. We just have a reminder about that, like what we're gonna do. So we're gonna create the pages now. This part may look simple, but it's so important. We need a product page, we need a cover image, we need the offer to exist somewhere people can actually buy it. A lot of people get stuck here because they want the first version to look perfect. But perfection is not the goal at this stage. Clarity is the goal. So can the customer understand what this is? Can they understand the result? Can they buy it? And can we drive traffic to it? So the first version is not the final brand. The first version is the test. And then once the market gives us feedback, then we improve the design, the headline, the price, the page, and the product. But first, we need something live. So we create this page here, this one, for the 47 offer, and then we create the one for this one. The good thing about this in MentorMind is that MentorMind actually automatically creates the pages for you once you upload everything. So now that we go to offers, we see that you have your Become AI Smart here. So now what we're going to do, we're going to upload this product. So this is going to be a digital product.
Yeah.
It's going to be, you can fill out more descriptions later on, but let's do for now, let's use the names we have for make AI sound like you. So
Yeah.
make AI sound like you is kind of the name of the offer right now. We can tweak it, we can make it better when we optimize, but first of all, I mean, the first version just needs to be very clear. So let's start with that. So we start like this, and then we need to have some sort of cover image for this. So that always takes us to the studio. So then we need to create an image. We create an image here, and we say that create a cover image for our course, which shows you how to get AI to sound like you. Make a visual representation of you as an AI version, something like this. We can do pro photo, we do like landscape like this, we click generate image. So now we just do something, you can play around with it, and you can have a lot of different, but let's start with this one for now. I mean, you can edit it how you want. So we download it like that. Then let's do another one. Create a PDF ebook mockup, which is going to represent a simple checklist we created for comparing different AI tools. I just want some sort of, images for these. So let's do like that for now. Let's see what it says. Okay, not good, but let's use that for now. So we have that. So This is like we can optimize them, you know, play with them. I think that AI Playbook, AI for Business, it looks pretty boring, but let's use that for now just so we have something, so we kind of get the idea. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to take this cover image for this was the 47 offer. So make AI sound like you. So we had that cover image. We can click Save Changes. But then for the actual product, I mean the files, now we're going to upload the file that we created, which is this one. This is straight from Claude, so the one that we created. Make AI sound like you. Okay?
Yeah.
Great.
So that's the one. We click Save Changes. And the only thing we could add here is obviously, I mean, Filippa, your video.
Yeah.
Later when you do kind of a tutorial on this.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you can add that. So that's pretty much now. Let's see, view on website. So MentorMind creates the page automatically. So let's see, there it is. But now it's free, so we need to do pricing. Let's do, now you have this in Swedish crowns, so let's do, I think 450 in Swedish crowns for that one. You can tweak that later if you like to, but let's keep it something like that. And then we click view on website. Now we see, yes. Now we have the product here. Perfect. And then we can go in and add more. We can do, let's see. You do more descriptions here, and the more descriptions we actually, let's ask AI for that. So I go back to Claude, or actually create a short and long description for these resources. Let's do like that. So let's do another one. So now we do the free one, which is called the AI trappan, like that. And then let's see if we get Claude to do some. Claude is still working on that. But then we can add let's add the free, let's see. This was the cover image for now, but you can tweak that later. So now we add that one in here, like that. The same with files. We need to add the PDF file, which was this one. PDF files, that one. And then you can always click this to see that if this is the right one. But that was the one. People can go and download. So they can download that one now. Let's see, tags. We can do guide, checklist, AI tools, something like that. Save changes. Great. And now at the same time, I can share my screen so you see what is happening here. But I'm getting the descriptions. So let's do that one.
Yep.
We'll take this one from here, and then we throw it into here. The 9, like that. And then we do the longer description that it gave us. Let's see. Yep, like that. Yes. I think this is really good. It looks like give you, yeah. Yes, this is once you actually get in there. So let's see. I mean, we can give away. I mean, when we look at this, yes, I think that we're gonna remove that, because this is basically giving away the answer. So if you do like this, are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
with
now
you.
we have this is like a done page. You can share this page basically, and people can download it for free. So let's add in we go back to offers in MentorMind. We do the products, and then we do this one, make AI sound like you. We edit it, and then we do the short one. Let's see. The short explanation is that one. The complete system to eliminate generic AI answers. Learn how to set up ChatGPT so it thinks AI twin.
Yeah.
So let that be the working here for now. So let's see, then we do like that. We add in the cover image that we created, just like, see, yeah, it was this one, cover image, and then we need the actual PDF, which is like the file that they get, but we're gonna add that as a first module. So we go into modules, now we have a bit more that we can use. So this is like get started here. And then watch the video and read the PDF. That's like the instructions. It's going to be published.
Yeah.
The first lesson, that's going to be like the video lesson, and we don't need any content except from the video. So we need to have your video that I just downloaded. Let's see. This is the one. So I upload the one that you had in Drive, which is like module 1, lesson 8. Okay. The cool thing about this now is that, as I told you guys before, the MentorMind is actually transcribing everything. So it transcribes the whole thing here. So you can see transcribing your video. So we can wait for it to transcribe it a bit, and then we can actually create some lesson content additional. We don't need to do that now because we have everything ready because we did the PDF. What we're gonna do that, we add the PDF.
Yeah, but it's nice to see anyway.
Yeah, it is. And then for your course, obviously, I mean, that's an important part to make your course content comprehensive. You can actually have the AI on the platform to add in and create some more content for you. But I think this looks good. So let's see, we're going to go to pricing here. We add the 450 again, and we click save. And now if we view it on the page, we should see, yes, we can update a few of those. But now they can buy, let's see, it's going to be the 450. Yeah, 450 or about 43 euros. That's good. We go back one step. Let's see. From here, we view the course, and now we should have like the video. It's loading, and then we have the PDF. Great. So everything is in here.
Yeah. Awesome. Wow.
Great.
So now that we have the pages, do you still have time? Can we do one more thing?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Great. So because now we want to put all of this together in a funnel. So what we've now done is that we took your course here. We figured out what the guide could be to get more people to actually be ready to buy the course. Then we figured out how to get more people into that, to wanting to buy that guide by doing a checklist that basically tells them what to focus on or gives them the belief that ChatGPT is enough for them right now. So we have all of this. We created all of the pages. We created the resources and the pages for it. So now we have 3 pages inside of your MentorMind account. Let's just go there and make a fast check, because now we need to tie them together into a funnel system. So right here, we go to offers. We have this course, which is, let's see, we need to create. Yes. So this is your basically view on website. Let's see, this one. So this is the page for the AI course, your main offer. And then this one is for your Payback product. And then this one is for your freebie. So all the pages are done. Now we need to go to funnel or funnels and create a funnel. So this now basically what I like to do. So now that Claude knows everything about this, what I like to do is this. I have a really good tool, which is like the screenshot tool. So look at this. I'm going to basically take a screenshot of the whole page. So I get it like this. And this is now the lazy version. I download the PDF here like that. I open up Claude again. Let's see. We go in here. I'm going to share the screen with you like that. Now we see Claude here, the whole product chat that we have, everything that we created over this session. So now I'm going to upload this one, the image here, and say that now we're creating a funnel out of this where we present the PDF guide freebie on the first page. You see that in the screenshot. Can you please help me write out all of the steps and texts as well as the download email they get. Let's see. This is what I love about AI, that you can just like ask, immediately.
Now we need drums. Dun, 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 dun.
Should be, a button in Zoom.
Yeah.
Like drum roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. But I mean, we can think about this. I like to get the draft from AI, and then we can, you know, just try to think if it's the right title and so on. But it should have a pretty good understanding, because now it's basically going to be like the question was that, do you know what AI tool to use? Know what AI tool to use? That's like, I mean, somehow the hook of the
Yeah.
whole thing. And then we need to tell them that we have a guide that helps you understand what it is, and you can opt in here. You opt in here and you get access.
An awesome guide.
An awesome guide, yeah. So let's see what it says, and then because on the next page we can do this while we're waiting for the chat for Claude to create this for us. But on the next page, so once they basically opt in, we should sell the Payback product on the next page, and this is where we add. This is where we go and add show upsell product. So the product is going to be the AI twin. So now you see it's automatically added here on the next page, like that.
Great.
So the upsell title should be like this. The guide has been sent to your inbox. The guide has been sent to your inbox, like that. And then the subtitle, the AI trappan. You can write this in Swedish later on. Or actually, we're going to ask ChatGPT to write, not ChatGPT, but Claude. We're going to ask Claude to write out all these texts for us as well. So let's see, but I don't think we need to. These are pretty simple. So the AI trappan guide is in your inbox, like that. So now that's what they see on the top. But then we need to have, you know, kind of an upsell title here. So would you like to get the most out of AI, of ChatGPT, or most out of AI, like that? So then we have this, you see, that question comes here. Then the question is like, then learn how to set it up. That's what we want, learn how to set it up. And then we have the AI twin, the complete system to eliminate generic AI answers. And this leads them on buying that. And then there's a description for it. So we kind of need a sales portion here where we kind of give them a bit more context, but that is on the other hand also taken care by the emails. So when we build this, we also, I mean, this is also done by the emails. So we click save here. Let's see, opt-in description. Yeah, we don't have the description. We're going to add that here. See, this is now the title. Title is there. The AI ladder, what AI you should start with and in what order, okay? Subtitle. A simple 3-page guide that shows you what AI tools you need depending on where you're right now. Practical, no cliche, just ready to start. And then let's see description. I think this description is pretty long. It's a bit too long. We can make that shorter. Let's see. Way shorter. Right. And then we can add the same. We would obviously want to have the same image here. So I think you can keep working on that image a bit. What it's going to look like.
Yeah.
So, but now you see, now we get the, like AI tool. You see that one here. You see who it is. It's you, and then you can download it.
Yeah.
So let's see if we get a shorter version of the. This is like, that text is a bit better.
Yeah.
But you see, we can optimize these things later on. But now you kind of get the idea, like what I like to keep it very short, actually. Something like this. I think this is the layout we're looking for. And maybe even, do you know, so vet du. Do you know what AI tool? We can think about that, but it's something like a question like that. And then this 3-step guide shows you how, and then ChatGPT, Claude, what level? And this actually gives you the answer fast. And then it tells them about you, who you are. You can opt in and download it now. So we can still tweak the button text, which is like the form title, which is the one you see here, which could be like get access to our, let's see, get access to our AI. So this is like download now, fill in your information like that. So you see, this is just like download now, fill in your information. Great. We save that one. So what happens after someone downloads the free guide? What do they see next? What email do they receive? What offer are they introduced to? And when do they get invited to the webinar? This is where the business becomes a machine. Not because it becomes cold or impersonal or too automated, but because the right person gets the right message at the right time. And then let's see, I think that we actually got an email written here for this email that is going out, because once they actually download, you know, somebody goes on this page and they fills in their name and email and downloads it, they get an email with the actual download, right? The link to access it. So then we do like this, click in here, subject.
Yeah.
See, wrote all the emails. Yes. Like this. Something like this. Here's your AI ladder. And then this was the suggested email copy. Like that. So hi, thanks for downloading this one. As promised, here's the guide in your inbox. Okay, that's enough.
And there you don't have any call to action text, or?
You don't need to, because you just add the
Yeah, it's the only thing now. Okay.
Yeah, and now the resource is added.
Yeah.
So now the first page is ready. It looks like that.
Yeah.
The first page in the funnel is ready. And then the next one shows them the guide has been sent to your inbox. The AI is in your inbox waiting. And then would you like to get the most out of AI, then learn how to set it up, then they can see this one.
Yeah.
And obviously now what we want to do, I mean, you can add in some texts here, but the most important part is the communication. So what emails are we sending out and when? So as I said, the first emails, which are going to be like, we do 3 emails like this. Let's see, we do like this. We do the first 3 emails, 3 automated emails. These ones remind them about this page, right? And if we do this funnel public like that, and we click save, we'll actually get a page for this. So view follow-up page, which is this one. So that one. So we can grab this link here, copy. And that means that for these 3 first ones here, we want to have the call to action to go back and buy, right? So I'll put it in here, and then you can tweak the emails later on if you like.
Yeah.
So, or write them. So these ones should just talk about the fact that there is an offer like that if they forgot to see it. And then the next ones, the automations like 4, 5, and 6, for instance, or maybe 7 for the next like week, should definitely talk about the webinar.
Yeah.
And you had a bit link for the webinar, which could be your live webinar, or it could be, you know, a recording of the webinar. But this is how you create that funnel structure we talked about. And here it is.
Yeah, and the 3 first you say is only about to buy this.
Exactly. So these ones here is typically what we like to send out within 48 hours. Because that's kind of the buying loop for an entry offer like 47 euros.
Yeah.
Then after that, you want to switch on the focus to next one, because 95% of people, maybe 5% buy out of the leads. So 95 will not even buy this. They don't need to. If 5% out of your traffic or leads buy, you, with great ads, you're able to cover the advertising spend. And then these ones here, for like 4 to 7, should talk about the main product. So MP, the main product, like that. And that's just a free webinar where you sell your main product. So this is how we do it. Great.
I just smile. This is so good, Victor. Everything. I couldn't believe that we should do everything to in a session. It's
awesome. Great. That was like, was it 2 hours?
No, 1:45.
1:45. Yeah, we started a bit late.
Yeah.
That's great. But this is great. And now what I think we can polish it a bit. And then what I do kind of as a last recap is that I see if there's something we need to fill in.
Yeah.
So some gaps we need to fill in. I'll record a couple extra videos around this.
Yeah.
And then kind of you add in something if needed. maybe something, we hint them that you've optimized the resources or something like that, So we hint them about that, and then I'll show the final product. So we do kind of a nice edit where we show them the funnel and boom, 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 like this. This is what we built.
And you changed the ebook to Cathrin and Filippa?
Yes, I'll do that now.
It's easier because you have everything in Claude, so we don't need to.
I'll do that, and then I'll upload it to the one that is uploaded is with Victor.
Yeah.
So I'll change that now. It's just, but it takes some minutes to update. Great.
Wow, this is really great. Thank you.
Awesome. How do you look at this process? Kind of like what is the benefit of working with someone like me or these things? How would you explain it? Just like, how do you see it as mentors? You are good at what you do. What is kind of the value you get out of something like this?
It is simple and it gets faster, and you have the whole system to work with you, and you don't need go back and do anything else. Everything is it's in one, how do you say, platform. And to have you in it and work together with us, it's awesome. You can't explain it in any better way because, we really learn. Yeah.
You have like the system, you know, have the knowledge, you have done it yourself. You are very clear steps and easy steps to take and so on. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited to drive traffic to that funnel. I want to see like it come alive, and
Me too.
done it so many times. I mean, there's so many products where we like done this process of putting it out there, and then when we kind of, it's like I'm building these like castles on the beach with my kids, and when you then start to put like water in it and everything comes alive, it's like this, whoa, now it happens. So it's kind of the same feeling as building these. You have all the building blocks, and then it looks good, it's like ready, and then when we turn on the there is a Finnish saying for like putting on the water, and then everything like it comes alive. So it's
really
exciting.
damn good. If I should have my booth, it's awesome. I'm super happy.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for saying.
Really.
So
and I've learned a lot today, and that you show so simple. When you show everything like you do now, step for step, it's so simple to do it. After this session, we're gonna go back to the platform, and it's really good.
Yeah, and you can keep working on it and keep optimizing and duplicating the funnel and changing headlines and just testing what works the best and what gets the best conversions. So that's definitely the way there. And I mean, even though you wouldn't reach like a full 1-to-1 for the marketing payback system, you would always still be able to recoup a part of the sales. I mean, if 5% out of your leads buy, you will be able to recoup maybe 50% of the advertising spend, and all of a sudden your ads are like on 50% discount. So I think that's like the biggest benefit of this. Like you don't even need to reach the goal, and you will still be way ahead of your competitors because you've done something like this.
Yeah, really good passive income. You don't have to sit in social media and put out content every day.
The system works for you instead of you having to spend hours and hours on creating new content. You have one ad that runs the one great ad that goes to that free checklist, free guide on what tools to use when. Spend more and make more. So.
And I haven't done an ebook with AI tools before. Now I can see when you have done it for us, together with us, now it's more easier to say that to other people, because I have said that it's so easy to do an ebook, and I know it is with AI. But now you have shown us it's more. It's a really good way for us to say we have done it. You can do it, and
really good. It's super, super nice. So hey, thank you so much, Cathrin. Thank you so much, Filippa, for being part of this session here, and it was fun building this out. So I'm looking forward to the future and seeing you guys do more resources for your audience. So thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Now, to be clear, this episode does not show the final market result. I mean, that comes later. When traffic goes into the funnel and the numbers come back, that takes time. But what we built here is the machine. So the free entry point, the paid product, the main offer path, the email follow-up. I mean, the structure that allows ads to become less risky. And the desired outcome is simple. They run ads to the free guide, And then some of those people buy the 47 euro product. And that revenue helps to recover the ad spend. The email list grows, the buyers become warmer, and more people are introduced to the main AI course. So instead of Cathrin and Filippa needing to be everywhere at all time, posting, networking, chasing attention, the system starts doing part of that work for them. So that is the difference between being a creator and becoming a business owner. So what you just watched was the implementation. So we did not sit and talk about theory for 2 hours, we built. But if you want to understand the full strategy behind this system, why it works, how the numbers work, and how we use this framework to scale without letting ads destroy the profit, I have a separate video where I break down, the entire self-financing ads framework. So that is the video to watch next, because this episode showed you the build, the framework video shows you the model. So once you understand both, you will start to see business differently. You stop asking like, how do I sell more of my course? And you start asking like, how do I build a system that turns attention into buyers and buyers into trust and trust into a scalable business? And that, my friend, is the real game. See you in the next one.